Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to our online class. How are you all doing? Children, this is unit first C part, a letter to a friend. First unit, tattered blanket. A part we have finished. B part, the mother poem. C part, letter to a friend. We are going to go through today a letter to a friend. Understood? Now C part of reading we are starting. In first unit there are part A, B and C. Okay, C B part was my brother, A part was the tattered blanket, C reading is a letter to a friend. Got it? How we write a letter? We write the name of the place first, Hyderabad. Okay, then date 12/11/2012. Dear Suresh, comma, this is Suresh. This letter is in the form of a lesson. How two friends are talking. I apologize for not meeting you during your visit to Hyderabad last week. Got it? He is apologizing means Ramesh is telling sorry to Suresh for not meeting him in Hyderabad. He came last week but he had some important meeting. He did not get time to meet him. Unfortunately, I had a meeting in my office. Okay. I remember how we enjoyed our childhood days in Manikonda village. Now he is going in his childhood days, he is explaining that. Every day we played together in our garden. Our family was very big. There were 12 members in our family. Nowadays it's not like that, isn't it? 2 or 3 members only in each family. So big joint families were there earlier with grandparents, isn't it? Uncle, aunts, chachas, taya, pupus, all in one family and one big joint family. I remember how we played in the moonlight. Our grandma used to give us fruits and biscuits. They would play and get hungry, tired, so grandma would give them fruits and biscuit to eat. Our grandpa used to tell us fairy tales about princes, warriors, and the village boys. Earlier, what would happen? Ask elders, aunts, dad, your parents, and all. When they used to go to sleep, their mothers or grandparents, most of the time grandparents, used to tell them the stories, the small stories of childhood, any fairy tale stories, what happened one day, that by listening that the children used to sleep. Got it? So they are Ramesh is writing this all in the letter to Suresh. What would happen? He is remembering that sweet memories, his old memories, childhood memories. Now I am working at Microsoft, a software company, Hyderabad, as a computer programmer. I am married. We have a child. He's explaining his family. I am married man. I have a child. His wife is also working. They live in Hyderabad. He is working as computer programmer in a Microsoft company. Very good, right? My wife works at Dell, Hyderabad, as a system analyst. She is also a computer operator, system analyst, work job oriented company. City life is quite busy. We start in the morning, leave our child at the baby care center, and come back in the evening with faded faces. The hectic schedule of life, he is explaining. We hardly find time to sit together. How disgusting. We work with computers, think like computers, and live like computers. We have forgotten our families. This is a real fact. We are also going the same way nowadays. I remember how we played gilli danda, hide and seek, and kabaddi. Children used to play a lot that time. They would sweat. They would be running in the ground. The houses were also very big, so they didn't have to go to separate playground for playing, running, and all. They used to do in the home also. They could play it all the time. A lot of physical activity was there at that time. We went for swimming in our local tank every Sunday. Here we live in an apartment. Right? Nowadays the flats are very small, where there is no room to play. Our reality, our life they are explaining now. Just got it, isn't it, children? 8th class children understood now. Our life is also going like this only, isn't it? We have small houses, flats, 3 or 4 members. We have computer only. We have classes, online classes also on computer. We play also, homework also, isn't it? all the time. But that time the life was very different. That's what he's explaining in the letter to his friend. Our flat, here we live in apartment where we have no room to play. Our flat is our world. Just like a well for a frog, the world remains unheeded. How happy we were in our schools. We used to sit in the same row, did all the work together, and took part in the events. I remember how Bhai sir, our class teacher, appreciated us when we got the first prize in district science fair. He used to participate in all the activities and get awards, certificates, first prize. I remember how we went to picnic to Coil Sagar. There we went boating. Our tour to Sri Sailam was memorable. Still I remember the green hills full of trees that almost touched the sky. The beautiful scenery, the picnics and all, science fair, everything. He's reminding his friend also for the time, lovely time they have shared together. I remember the roaring of the Krishna river to the dam at the dam. There is nothing here. I wonder at my child's silence. He always sits in front of computer and play games, never caring for anyone. I remember the happy moments when our uncle visited us. People used to come to each other also, visit each other, relatives and all. He brought toys and fruits for us. Our aunt brought me a new dress for Dasara. How we enjoyed Deepavali. Still I have the sound of crackers. I can see the rockets flying into the sky, making the night full of light. Where are those days, my child? Didn't know his uncle or aunt. For him, uncle and neighbor are the same. Nowadays, the present scenario of life is explaining. It's very true, isn't it? Sometimes I think our childhood days, I think of grandparents, uncles, brothers, sisters. We miss them. We miss the joy of our family. We miss their company. We are missing many things in this busy life. Suresh, I don't know where those gardens have gone. Those fairy tales, those fruits, those words of love and affection. We have lost our life in this unreal world. Anyhow, I am happy that I have found time to write to you. Please come to me. Let's remember our childhood days of joy. Yours loving friend Ramesh. This was a letter Ramesh wrote to Suresh. Got it understood? And he is calling him, welcoming him to come to his home. Let's meet and remember our old days. There's a small project work here, children, which you can do in your book or in your register and show me the photo pictures of it. Observe any 5 families of your neighborhood, okay, and draw your conclusions, advantages and disadvantages of living in a joint family or a nuclear family. All of you know the difference, no? Joint family means our parents, brother, sister, uncle, aunts, and grandparents. Is joint family, big, huge family. Whereas nuclear family is only your parents and 2 or 3 our children. And most of them nowadays are nuclear family only. 80-90% are nuclear families only. Why do you find it good and bad? Collect few pictures, paste it, colorful pictures in your book. Take any book or register, okay, stick the pictures, write the 5 families pictures, advantages and disadvantages, and send me by evening. Next is our second unit we'll start today is A part reading. Oliver asked for more. This is an extract from the novel Oliver Twist, written by the British novelist Charles Dickens, 1812 to 1870. Got it? It is a story of an orphan boy named Oliver who is brought to a children's home. Mr. Mubble walked on with its long strides. Little Oliver, firmly grasping his gold laced cuff, trotted beside him. Oliver had not been within the walls of workhouse a quarter of an hour. Oliver is the name of the boy, where Mr. Mubble informed him that the board had said he was to appear before it forthwith. He have to appear in the board. Not having a very clearly defined notion of what a living board was. Oliver was rather astonished by this, worried by this information. This story is of an orphan boy who doesn't have parents. Okay, he's brought in children's home, orphanage. You can tell what happens to this boy, how he feels comfortable, or isn't it the struggles what he goes through here. Not having a clearly defined notion means, of what a living board was, Oliver was rather astonished by this information and was not quite certain whether he ought to laugh or cry. He was confused, worried. He was not feeling good. He should laugh or cry. He had no time to think about the matter. Mr. Mubble asked Oliver to follow him into a large whitewashed room where 8 or 10 fat gentlemen were sitting around a table. At the top of the table, what happened? Seated in an armchair rather higher than the rest, always sitting, just seeing him, staring him, was a particularly fat gentleman with a very round red face. What happened? Next class. We'll see the homework for today, children. Answer the following questions. Letter to a friend which Suresh wrote to Ramesh. That lesson. Question answers are there. 3 questions. First question. How did Suresh and Ramesh spend their childhood? You understood, right? Write the homework and send me. First question. Second one. Why did Ramesh's family move to the city? Third one. What change did you observe in Ramesh? Understood? All 3 questions by evening. Assalamu alaikum. By 5 o'clock send me the homework. Thank you, children. See you in next class.